So next we want to look at the next couple of lines which appear here. Welcome to the UK's widest selection of high quality skylights, need roof repairs, and this is called the meta description. And what this does is this describes the content of a page in more detail, and it's used by the search engines to just provide a summary of that particular page in their listing. So each page, exactly the same as a page title element, each page in the website needs to have its own customized meta description. You've got about 20 to 30 words. Try not to use any more than 180 characters. I mean, that's not written in stone anywhere, but it's pretty well accepted rule of thumb. No more than 180 characters, otherwise the search engines will think that you're just trying to sort of stuff keywords in there. You know, just put any old keywords in there to try to push it up there and catch catch the search engines out. It just won't work. It may have worked a few years ago, back in the sort of Wild West days of the internet, but it just doesn't work these days. So no more than 180 characters. Again, make sure it reads naturally, and it needs to refer to the page that it's actually used on. So what does it look like? Well, let's quickly go and have a look over here. The meta description here, and I've included this in the handout below, so you don't need to sort of scribble it all down. But basically, there's a bit of HTML here at the beginning and the sort of closed brackets at the end. And in here, you've got the space to enter your summary, and again, needs to read naturally and be customized for that particular page that you're working on, and try to keep it within 30 words. And as always, I've prepared an example here for you. Welcome to Tony's Roofing Co. We are an experienced team of roofing installers with 30 years experience in roof repair and other roofing services covering the south of England. And if I just quickly check the properties there, you'll see 176, perfect, 29 words. It's, you know, if you'll pardon the pun, I've hit the nail on the head. So there we are. Let's use that. And all we need to then do is just go into here, just go all the way down there. There's a full stop at the end. We can get rid of that as well. And let's just paste that in there. Okay, and there you go. There's your meta description. And that's all we need. And that will enable people, when they come to the website, the page title element, Google will be able to identify us and categorize us. People will be able to then understand what we're about. Then here in the meta description, this is where browsers can just quickly decide, is this the right one for me, or do I need to be moving on to another website? So make sure that you do use that, and give people a good idea of what you're about. Now, the final meta tag that we need to look at is, I'm afraid to have to say, a bit of a forgotten child of internet marketing. They're called the meta keywords, and they have been really discounted from in terms of the weighting that the search engines give them. People have misused them in the past, and they tend to get discounted. So, for the sake of completeness, it is worth including them, and I've included the details here just to show you. But basically, you just need to enter a summary, 30 or so of your best keywords, and make them relevant to the page that you're describing if you can. You don't need to give too much thought to them, though. You can just put a listing of them, just separated by a comma. As I say, back in the old days, they used to be used a lot more, but they have been open to abuse, and people tend not to worry too much about the meta keywords. And Google and the other search engines, they may refer to them just for completeness, but that is about it. So don't stress yourself out too much about those. Just enter a few keywords there. So all we need to do for the moment then is just go through each of our pages and pull these together. Refer to the handout below, and that will give you all of the actual HTML for them. In the next video, what we're going to be looking at is the actual naming structure of each of your pages. I don't want you to worry about what we're going to do with the meta tags at the moment, the HTML. We're going to be showing you exactly what to do. What we want to make sure that you do is just create them correctly. And the next thing we're going to be looking at is the actual file names for each page of your website, to make sure the keywords are included there.